I am so excited to catch up with you again. This is
Yeah.
this is awesome. So I'm into season two. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but I would like to talk about for you what you think the biggest difference is going from season one to season two, whether it's with Bex or thematically, what feels the most change to you?
It feels like we're really finding our groove as a show. I think that season one we had some amazing foundations for what the show is, and now we're really being able to elevate it season two. And so we're going to see a lot more wacky killers actually coming in. It's not your typical serial killer. It's killers that have the normal aspects, but with a twist. And so I think that's kind of where the show lives and what it's good at, and it's the fun serial killer show. Like you're never going to be bored. You're going to be constantly surprised. And then I do think that the dynamic of the team is really great, and so we get to see a lot more of that. Um, yeah, it just feels a bit more elevated and secure.
Mhm. You have some amazing guest stars this season.
We have some
Yes.
awesome stars.
Yeah. Did you have one in particular that really you were super excited to work with?
NBC's gonna actually murder me because I do have one. I'm just not supposed to talk about it
Oh,
yet.
okay.
But episode 8, fans should look out for. That one's near and dear to my heart. It's someone that I've worked with in the past, and so I'm very excited for fans to see that one.
So good. Um, I'm curious too with Bex, what subtle character detail did you give her this season that maybe fans won't guess right away?
Well, if they have to guess it, I'm just giving away the answer. Um, I think, she's kind of been interesting for me unfolding her because I think one thing in one moment and then the next minute I'm thinking something else about her. But I think in discovering who she is over this last little bit, I've realized that um she's not good at life. Like she is really good at her job, very, very good at her, too good at her job. But as far as relationships or home care, not good at that. So I think kind of exploring a bit more of that this season has been fun.
I feel like that's so relatable, though. That's something.
That's me as well. I'm looking around my house.
Right.
I don't know.
I totally get that. You do have such an incredible way of playing these strong female characters. Do you feel a certain responsibility playing a female lead like this?
For sure, it's so complicated. I mean, portraying an honest person who's in charge as a female, I don't think it's a one size fits all. And so there's a million ways that you can go into that. And I think um, what I really want to do in my career is explore all different sides of that. I think Bex is she's the female that has to take care of herself. And um, what's interesting about that is like how lonely she probably feels at some moments, even though she's surrounded by her teammates the whole time. And just how strong she has to be when she doesn't want to be strong. Like going into this next season, she's dealing with grief, and um, she has to carry that and still do her job and still be a mom and still, um, so I think it's really interesting watching this play out because I can relate to it in so many ways within my own life of thinking that you have support and then suddenly it's gone, having to only trust your own instincts. Yeah, it's really complicated being a woman.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't want to obviously give spoilers away, and it's so hard with this question, but you have so many standout scenes this season. I wanted to know which one pushed you the most. I don't know how you could describe it without giving it away, but was there something that you felt really challenged you creatively?
Yeah, I do. I'm an actress, so it's not horribly difficult. Well, hope it's not horribly difficult for me to play other people. But Bex, we find her in a moment where she has to pretend to be someone else. And that was hard for me because I would know how to do it, but Bex wouldn't. And so having to juggle that was hard. Um, and I'm still kind of like looking back on that episode, being like, I don't know if I did it right or how else I could have done it. So yeah, that one challenged me creatively for sure.
You did. I can tell you. I know what you're talking about. I hadn't thought about it like that, the way you said it, but that is a really good, that makes that even more powerful.
Yeah, because I didn't want to act it the way I would act it. I wanted to do it the way Bex would, and it became so muddled in my brain. And that was the first time that I've been like, huh, I'm stumped. They got me.
Wow. Wow. What would you say is a behind the scenes moment that you think captures the spirit of the show?
Oh, behind the scenes moment that captures me. So hard because I feel like there's been so many life moments between us as castmates that really make me grateful for who I'm working with. I think the four of us have such a respect for each other, and not to get all sappy or anything, but it really is kind of the dynamic that these characters have on screen too. Like they have all their own personal lives, things that they're dealing with, and yet when they come together, all they want to do is support each other, which is totally played out in real life as well. We've had up moments, down moments in our own ways, but then are able to lean on each other for a laugh, for a giggle, just a distraction or a deep conversation. And I think that that's kind of, truly how it's been playing out on screen too.
Yeah, you are like a family. You at the end of the day, that's what it feels like. Yeah.
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 So I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, but that's yeah.
Yeah. How do you think your relationship with Bex has changed? Like how you feel about her going from the pilot to now?
I think in the pilot I kind of had her as this tough character who is very smart and really wants her job back. And now going into season two, I'm realizing that um and I might have mentioned already, but like she hides behind her work. And so that's been interesting for me going, oh, that might not necessarily be a good thing. Like that's her flaw. Is that she just puts her blinders on and off to the races. And I wonder if that will always serve her. Um, yeah. So I'm starting to see maybe some cracks in the armor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly, if your character from the hunting party crossed paths with your character from Manifest, who would trust each other first, and who would be better at solving crimes?
Well, Michaela has a bit of an advantage, or had. I don't know if she has it anymore. She hears voices, so that's helpful. I think Michaela though is definitely more uh, naive. I think that she would trust Bex first, if that was your question, and Bex would be very at an arm's length with Michaela. She's at an arm's length with everyone until they really come into her life. Um, so I think without supernatural aside, Bex would be better. With the supernatural, Michaela would win.
I do feel like they would be good friends. I think about that a lot watching the hunting party. I'm like, these two would get along.
I mean, I've said it in other interviews, but like Bex is almost Michaela graduated. Yeah.
Totally.
So,
Melissa, it's so good to see you again. It's so good catching up. I'm so excited about season two and for everybody else to see it.
me
Awesome.
too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting. Appreciate it.
Oh,